Hello and welcome to our Delta analysis video. Today is Delta Drifblim, which is a fire and flying type. Defensively, that means you are 4 times weak to stealth rocks, but luckily boots exist now, so you can ignore the stealth rocks. Besides the rock weakness, it's weak to what is it? It's not weak to ice. It's weak to electric, water. I think that's it. I think you're only weak to electric and water, and that's honestly quite good. But just still weak to rock type moves, obviously. You can just ignore the stealth rocks. Looking at its stats, its HP stat is very large. As is usual with Drifblim, a base HP stat of 150, although the defenses in 44 and 54 are quite low, its HP definitely makes up for it. Its attack, offensive stats are all okay. 80 attack, 90 special attack, and 80 speed. It's not that fast. It's like mediocre speed tier. Special attack is like not impressive in the slightest. But it's honest. It's not that bad. You can work with it, and yeah. Physical. Let's not even talk about physical. Its physical move pool is not even worth considering, to be honest. Okay. What? Okay. Wait. Go to its abilities. It gets Flash Fire, Vital Spirit, and No Guard. Flash Fire means that you are immune to fire type moves, and when you get hit by a fire type move, your fire type moves are boosted in power. Vital Spirit means you cannot go to sleep, and No Guard means that you cannot miss and you cannot be missed, which is definitely a double-edged sword on this thing, because No Guard means that moves like Stone Edge and Rock Slide cannot miss you, and that is they definitely kill you most of the time, unless they are not that strong. Like, it's just 4 times super effective. It will do a lot of damage. Yeah, but you do have some moves that can take advantage of the No Guard, and on every single one of these sets, I don't think I have No Guard like the set ability on either, but it's definitely a possibility on both. It just depends on the situation. Some notable moves it gets are Calm Mind and for setup, Tailwind and Trick Room for speed control to help out your team, Thunder Wave and Willow for status, Roost for recovery, Vacuum Wave for priority, and U-turn and Volt Switch for momentum. It gets both U-turn and Volt Switch, so if you can just pick whichever one is better in the matchup. Volt Switch will probably hit harder, and it's nice to have like for water types to hit them super effectively as you switch out. But ground types do ignore the Volt Switch. Although ground types get rock type moves and they kill you. So like, yeah, that could be an issue. The first set is a more offensive set, a Calm Mind set. Obviously, you have to watch out for things with rock type moves, but this usually shouldn't be your opponent's main priority. So maybe they don't run rock type moves. I do think this thing needs heavy duty boots, otherwise it just takes too much damage on entry, and you can't really afford that. It gets Roost, Calm Mind for recovery and setup, Fire Blast or Flamethrower. You can pick either one. If you run this, my set is Flash Fire, but if you run No Guard, you definitely want to run Fire Blast, because higher damage and accuracy is not an issue. But Flamethrower is like a more safe option if you go with Flash Fire. Other options, it doesn't get the most moves. This thing really deserves more moves, but it doesn't get that many moves. It does get Scald, Signal Beam if that move is allowed, because it did get cut. Sludge Bomb and Air Cutter. Scald is actually kind of nice for rock and ground type. Signal Beam, Signal Beam doesn't really help, I don't think. Sludge Bomb for like fairies, if you like, it's a fairy resist. Sludge Bomb is fairies. And Air Cutter is just Auto Stab. It does not get stronger special stab. I don't think it gets stronger physical stab on the flying type side. I think it gets like aerial ace and acrobatics. Maybe it doesn't even get aerial ace. It's kind of sad. The coverage this thing gets is kind of sad, but it can definitely function as a Gold Mine mon. And the second set is a more supportive set, Speed Control, which I think is the better set because it's in a speed tier where both of it can its speed tier is kind of perfect for Trick Room and Tailwind because it's slower than the fast mons but faster than the slow mons. So if you click Trick Room, in Trick Room you underspeed the slow mons, while you can outspeed the fast mons. And if you run like Explosion or something like that, or like Fire Blast, you can do a lot of damage to a lot more fast mons because they usually tend to be more frail than the slow mons because they are faster and have like less set points for other stats. Um, So I do like the Trick Room set a lot. Obviously, the heavy duty boots, this thing can probably get off Trick Room multiple times in a game, depending on how you play it. Tailwind is also an option if you want to go for a more fast route. If your opponent has like a very good Trick Room mon, or your opponent's team is just in general not that fast, but fast enough to be like to the point where Tailwind helps. But if you run Tailwind, you do get the faster momentum out most of the time, if not all of the time. So yeah, that could be an issue with Tailwind. Roost for recovery, so you can heal up and get Trick Room up multiple times. Volt Switch / U-turn / explosion. Those are just the ways that you can remove yourself from the field by force, meaning that you can get in your Trick Room breakers, sweepers, cleaners, anything that can take advantage of Trick Room. You can get it in with those moves. And for the last move, you can run like Will-O-Wisp or any of the offensive moves from the previous set, like Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, Scald. But you can also run like Explosion, like Volt Switch, U-turn / U-turn, and Explosion, because you're likely not gonna hit offensive moves this thing too often, but you could do that. So yeah, that's pretty much what Delta Drifblim does. It's a speed control utility mon that honestly does that pretty well. There's a lot of things that Trick Room mons like to have, like momentum, recovery. Like it does get the things that make Trick Room mons good, in my opinion. Also, like the speed tier is very good for Trick Room, in my opinion. But more offensively, I don't think it's as useful. Like No Guard, Fire Blast, yes, it sounds really good, but base 90 is just not quite strong enough, and you get OGO'd by like most rock type moves that become 100% accurate. So in general, I think this is fits more as a supportive role on Trick Room teams, and besides Trick Room teams, I don't think this thing is very good at all. So yeah, that's Delta Drifblim. Next up is one of my personal favorites. I'm not I could spoil it. There's no point to not spoil it, to be honest. Which is Delta Muck. And I might actually be able to show some real sets I brought to games because I drafted Delta Muck, and I love it. It's such a good one. Like Delta Muck is so good. It's by far top 5 deltas, which are probably all on my APL team, because I use them and I loved using them. So yeah, that's it for Delta Drifblim. Tomorrow is Muck. See y'all then. Bye.